Right, we are back. That's the good stuff. Went, stretched my legs, got myself a strawberry ribena. Not sponsored, but wish I was. Alright, let's get back into this. Ooh, the Admiral's Resolve. Alfino was eager to deliver the good tidings to Limsa. Lots of food. Sausage and sauerkraut. Yeah, we are looking at the things and the sausage and sauerkraut seems good. Yeah. Yeah, ooh, das ist gut, yeah. Yes, yeah. The pickled herring seems like the best choice. Or the money. The money is good. Anywho, the Admiral, yeah. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in the Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. Alright, let's go to Limsa. Let's actually go there instead of Gridania this time. Let me guess, I have to head... Wait, no, I don't think it is the aft castle. I think... Yeah, I need to go over here. See? I was going to go to the aft castle, and that would have fit... I really need to do the rest of the post-movie quests. I've not even uploaded them, and I recorded the first half, like, years ago. Even as we speak, we are weaving a new future, and when it all becomes history... I hope that those who follow may look back with gladness. If we offer them the means to cure their tempered, the beast tribes are far more likely to listen. Though the Admiral is not expecting us, I am certain she will want to hear our report. Come, let us request an audience. Yar, let me through. Why, Alexander, ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She is presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she will make an exception. Follow me. My friends, what brings you here this day? I like how you notice when they have beast tribes, it's suspiciously no voice acting. Funny that. I know we got Gabu, but he's like a main character. Is that true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering? As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is admirable. We have done it, here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take much to close the rift twixt man and beast man. I mean, you are the one in the wrong. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For though summoning and the tempering may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. Again, this is all your fault. You're like, hey, let's make a deal. You can have this land, we'll have this land. What's that? There's all well, we want that land as well now. What? Yeah, we said it was yours, but now it's ours again. and the seas are drying up, and it's like, well, we want that land, despite you living there. It's entirely your fault. But sure, let bygones be bygones. 'Twas I who moved the alliance, renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Leminsians have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, we had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak. I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again and again and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbours in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. I'm guessing that the... Oh my god. Yeah, I can see you jiggling away in the background there. I'm imagining as a lot of the pirates would rather just kill the Sahagin than make peace with them. Aye, acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. Shouldn't it be flounder? Whatever. I am given to understand that their leader, Captain... What would that be? Oh, it would be Hellfire. See, I saw Hellfire. It would be like Heal Fire, but Hellfire. Has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sigurd, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned naught of any value. Yep, leave it to us. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sigurd wants, we'll find out. Truly, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. I was thinking it was the... Oh, actually that was new. So you'll be looking into Sigurd first, will you? I wish you luck. So I was thinking it was going to be the Sahagins, but actually it's a... Excuse me. It's more of land-based, potentially. The Admiral is right. The cause of the conflict needs to be addressed. We'll do what we can to ease the way, but it ultimately falls to the Levinsians to make peace with their neighbours. I know naught of this city save what I've read or heard in passing, so in this matter I will follow your lead. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sigurd. If you could approach the pirates, Alex, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Makes sense? Alright. Aft Castle! But also not the Aft Castle. Let's go to the Marauders Guild. Sure. Hello, Carvelin. Curious about Sigurd, are you? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the Thalassocracy permits us to attack only Gallian vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the sea since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trade with the East, but the executioners are less forward-thinking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how then are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. That is actually intriguing. No, not falling for that. That is absolutely the wrong way. I thought it was about the same, it definitely is not. To the Taffy Castle! Close, but not quite right. This area is kind of sad when there's no seasonal event on. Squat. Not you. Hey? You want to know about Sigurd? He's a wily bugger is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for moonskates? Place at old Hellfire's side. Well, I mean, the first part you could get is moon, but skate? Skate? Sure, whatever. I'm in a very aggressive looking stance from here. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Gallians are gone, and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all had to look for other ways to make ends meet. With the jumped up Bildret Sigurd landing the juiciest, wherever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for a trouble, see? Quality stuff at bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as can't sail on account of getting old or wounded, or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong. But when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet aren't all that bad. Right, so the pirates are actually turning to honest trade, honestly. Whereas the idea here is that the last faction is being ran currently by someone who does not want to go back. Well, does want to go to the old ways, does not want to conform to the new. Very interesting. Alfino! But you first. Walking through the city, one would never suspect this was until recently a bastion of piracy. The Admiral is to be commended for overseeing so swift a transformation. As I went about making my inquiries, I chanced upon a shop that boasted a rather enticing selection of sweetmeats. Perhaps we could take Gaboo and Graha there one day. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? I mean, I find out where I think they are. So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sigurd turned the executioner's fortune around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, there's only one tavern keeper, let's be clear, spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secrets of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public, which there is merit in the idea. There's a lot of artifacting on the floor. There is merit in the idea that they might have found something good, so don't want others, like, getting in on it. But it's more likely that's something bad. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Hawker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Huh. Curious. I contacted Hori Boulder, who's been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the Thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the Kobolds and Sahagin lack the means with which to support them, to summon them. Oh! Are they... Yeah, they're taking the crystals. Maybe they're making a profit off selling the crystals to them. Not enough to summon, but it trickles, but making them a fortune. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as yet. We must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I have already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. Sure. I'll take the money. Not the sauerkraut! Oogly doogly. Wait, what? I clicked on you. If Alphino's theory proves well-founded, it would go some way to explain the executioner's vehement opposition to peace. Do you remember how Alphino pretended to be some manner of merchant to infiltrate Yulmore? Well, I bet you 10 gil he's about to reprise his role. Or the role. The search for Sigurd. Alphino has the look of a man with a plan. During my inquiries, a disgruntled merchant informed me that a wholesaler of crystals had recently arrived in Limsa Laminsa, offering wares at prices far undercutting the competition. After asking around, I was able to gain an introduction, and will shortly pose a potential buyer. Pose as a potential buyer, in a bid to establish the crystals' provenance. The man is due to be at Auchan? Yeah, sure. Auchan's embrace in Lower Lenosia shortly. I suggest we make our way there at once. Ignore those other quests. So, the dry docks. Fair enough. Gonna have me a sip of Ribena. Alright. I forgot you can fly now! Look at how much time I've saved! Oh my god! That appears to be our merchant. Wish me luck. Wait, if he truly is in league with the bloody executioners, he will surely be wary of those allied to the Admiral, the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Alexander's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right. Even if we aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well. I'll leave it to you, Graha. Ghost business for me, cat boy. You're the crystal wholesaler. Now I am. But you're no merchant. So what do you want the crystals for? Don't look at us, you idiot! She literally said that! Don't look at us, you idiot! You'll give yourself away! Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like our fine specimen you got there. That's right, I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares. Well, we don't invite just anyone into our storehouse. It takes time to establish trust, you understand. Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price. Alright, it's plain that no ordinary crystal adorn your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me. This is definitely a trap. Don't do that, you idiots! Oh, my beloved cat boy. It seems to be working. Let's follow them. Let's see. Oh my god, they went very far. Wait a minute. This is eerily familiar. I feel like I've been in this cave and been ambushed before. Is that something that happens in the Limbs of Laminza open to the game? I feel like it is. Or something similar, at least. Given how long he spent playing the Crystal Exarch, you'd think Graha would be a better actor. Honestly, if it hadn't been for that staff, we must remember to thank Tataru. They went into that tunnel, quietly now. Not a ambush. Fucking good quality crystals though. You aren't fine. Try that again. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them if that's your worry. They're from Orgamoro, if you take my meaning. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much do you want? Orgamoro. Taken from the kobolds, just as we suspected. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around. Slowly. Nice shoes. I was about to say, I think we found our man. I'm Sigurd, acting captain of the bloody executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are. Scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes and ears everywhere, see? Comes with being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favour. We came here to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Laminza make peace with the kobold, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessels, not flying the Imperial flag. But it doesn't say nothing about basemen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. See, told you. It was because he didn't want anyone else getting in on it. Wait, just listen to the end, will you? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours, even especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about Dirty and their fancy red clover, you lot stormed Ogamoro and battered Bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. Always so very smug. Not quite the CM, but something could be said about what they're doing. It's misguided. When there were still Imperial ships about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after them. But with the Garleans gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on, except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it is true that you have broken no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa has some other cause to hide in a cave. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. Oh, how'd you say that? The Astalicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Alright. I'm not super happy about hearing that you've been killing off kobolds, but sure. I don't know about you, but it was all I could do to stop myself punching Sickard in the smirking face whenever he opened his mouth. Though I have some passing knowledge of prior events, I am yet ill qualified to meddle in Leminsian affairs. It was not my place to argue with Sickard, much as I would have liked to. Nay, it is for the Admiral to deal with him and the bloody executioners both. By bringing them to the negotiation table, we've played our part. Alright. On the rough seas. Aye. Pirate noises. Anywho, Alvinor is keen to report back to L'Admiral. What we got? Direct hit, critical hit, determination. I thought myself the hunter, but turns out I was the prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation has had the desired effect, and Sigurd has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to the Limsa and pass on the invitation to the Admiral. Alright. Limsa, Limsa, Leminsa, Limsa. Woo-be-doo-be-doo.